What's up guys? Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And for this vid, I will be doing the activities in chapter 5. So stay tuned for to learn something for me and gain some informations about the chapter 5. So stay tuned, stay watch, and that's all, and I'll be back guys. Hi guys, so I will be doing the chapter 5, the activities of chapter 5. So our first activities for our first activity in chapter 5, the Mac and LLC sublayers. So the instruction is descriptions of the Mac and LLC sublayers are provided in the table. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 descriptions of Mac and LLC sublayers. So click in the Mac if or LLC to match the descriptions to the correct sublayer. So we will be put a check in Mac or the LLC to find if it is the correct descriptions to the correct sublayer. So the first one is controls the network interface card through software drivers. The second one is works with the upper layers to add application information for delivery of data to higher level protocols. Then the next one is works with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and checks errors in the bits sent and received. The next one is controls access to the media through signaling and physical media standards requirements. The next one is supports Ethernet technology by using CSMA or CD or CSMA or CA. Then the last one is remains relatively independent of physical equipment. So the first one is controls the network interface card through software drivers. So I think it is the LLC. And the second one is a works with the upper layers to add the application information of delivery of data to higher level protocol. So I think it is the LLC too. Then the third one is works with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and checks errors in the bits sent and received. So it is the Mac. Then controls access to the media through signaling and physical media standards requirements. Well, I think it is Mac 2. And the fifth one is supports Ethernet technology by using CSMA or CD or CSMA or CA. Well, I guess it is the Mac. And the last one is remains relatively independent of physical equipment. I think it is LLC. So let's see if our answer rather is correct. So it's correct. So you have successfully matched the descriptions of the sublayer. So controls the network interface and ensures software drivers is LLC. Then works with the upper layers to add application information for delivery of data to higher level protocols is LLC2. Then work with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and checks errors in the bits sent and received. It is Mac. Then another Mac is controls access to the media through signaling and physical media standards requirements. Then supports Ethernet technology by using CSMA or CD or CSMA or CA is Mac 2. Then the last one is the LLC remains relatively independent of physical requirements. Okay, so for our second activity in chapter 5, the title of our activity is identify Ethernet frame field names. So the instruction is drag the 802.3 Ethernet frame field name to its description. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 choices or 7 Ethernet frame field. Then there are 7 descriptions, and we will be dragging these answers or these choices to these blank spaces. Then we will be defining if it is the correct description. So there are 7 descriptions. The first one is uses pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. Then the next one is describes which higher layer protocol has been used. Then the third one is the frames originating NIC or interface MAC addresses or address. So that the fourth one is assist a host in determining if the frame received is addressed to it. Then the next one is notifies destinations to get ready for a new frame. The next one is synchronize sending and receiving devices for frame delivery. Then the next one is detects errors in an Ethernet frame. So the first one is excuse me, uses pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. Well, this is the 802.2 header and data. And the next one describes which higher layer protocol has been used. It is the type. Then the next one is the frames originating NIC or interface MAC address. It is the source address. Then the fourth one is assist a host in determining if the frame received is addressed to it. Then it is the destination address. Then notifies destinations to get ready for a new frame. It is the preamble. Then synchronizes sending and receiving devices for frame delivery. It is the start of frame delimiter. Then the last one is detects errors in an Ethernet frame. So it is the frame check sequence. So let's see if our answer is correct. And it's correct. Well, it's correct. Then the 802.2 header and data. So the description is uses pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. Then the field type describes which higher layer protocol has been used. Then source address, it is the frames originating NIC or interface MAC address. Then destination address assists a host in determining if the frame received is addressed to it. Then the preamble notifies destinations to get ready for a new frame. Then start of frame delimiter synchronizes sending and receiving devices for frame delivery. Then the last one is frame check sequence. It is detects error in an Ethernet frame. So let's go to the second figure. And the instruction of the second figure is drag the Ethernet frame field name to its correct location on the diagram. So there are 7 again answers, and we will be dragging it to the answer. So okay, so the IEE or the 802.3 Ethernet frame field. So the 7 bytes, it is the preamble. Then the 1 byte is the start of frame delimiter. Then the 6 bytes, well, I think it is the destination, or is that the destination address. Then the 6 bytes again is the source address. The 2 bytes is the length. Then the 46 to 1500 bytes is the 802.2 header and data. And the last one is the 4 bytes is the frame check sequence. So let's see if it's correct. And it's correct. The 7 bytes is the preamble. The first, or the 1 byte is the start of frame delimiter. The 6 bytes is the destination address. Then another 6 bytes is the source address. Then the 2 bytes is the length. Then the 46 to 1500 bytes is the 802.2 header and data. Then the 4 bytes for the last one is the frame check sequence. Okay, for our last 2 activities in chapter 5, our next activity is the frame forwarding methods. So again, we will be putting some checks in the description below, and we will be see if it is matching or matches the description. So the instruction is descriptions of switch frame forwarding methods are provided in the table. So click in the store and forward or cut through fields to match the methods to the description. So the descriptions below is the first one is buffers frames until the full frame has been received by the switch. Then the next one is checks the frame for errors before releasing it out of its switch ports. If the full frame was not received, then the switch discards it. Then the third one is no error checking on frame is performed by the switch before releasing the frame out of its ports. Then the next one is a great method to use to conserve bandwidth on your network. Then the next one is the destination network interface card, or the NIC, discards any incomplete frames using this frame forwarding method. Then the last one is the faster switching method, but may produce more errors in data integrity, therefore more bandwidth may be consumed. So the first one is buffers frames until the full frame has been received by the switch. So this is a store and forward. Then the next one is check the frame for errors before releasing it out of its switch ports. If the full frame was not received, the switch discards it. Again, this is store and forward. Then no error checking on frames is performed by the switch before releasing the frame out of its ports. It is cut through. Then a great method to use to conserve bandwidth on your network, it is store and forward. Then the destination network interface card, or the NIC, discards any incomplete frames using the frame forwarding method. So I think it is the cut through. Then the faster switching method, but may produce more errors in data integrity, therefore more bandwidth may be consumed, it is cut through. So let's see if our answer is correct. And it's correct. So let's proceed to the second figure, or the next activity. So the instruction is read the scenario based on the topology shown. Then identify how the frames will be processed by dragging your answers to the appropriate fields provided in the table. All answers will not be used. So the next one, there are scenarios, and we will be dragging the answers to the appropriate fields provided in the table. So the first scenario is cabling used in this topology will be, it is used in topology will be the straight through. Then to find where PC2 is located, PC1 will send out a blank data frame. It is a sending a, that's the broadcast. Then the PC2 will respond back to PC1 by sending back a blank message. It is the unicast. Then if PC2 receives only half of the data in the frame, it will discard it. And if PC2 receives many damaged frames on port 3, S1 likely will change back to blank switching. So it is store and forward. So let's see if our answer is correct, and it's correct. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you get I hope you learn something from me, and I hope you get some informations about the chapter 5. So continue to watch my vlog. In my next vlog, I will be doing the activities in chapter 6. So I hope you watch it, and I hope you click the like button and the subscribe button below. And that's all. Thank you guys.